If you've been sending out applications and hearing nothing back, it's not because you're unqualified. It's because you're playing the wrong, outdated job searching game. Hi, I'm Thea. I got my first six-figure consulting job in New York City in my second year of college. Then, after a year in, became one of the youngest people working in venture capital or startup investing in Australia. After reviewing hundreds and thousands of applications and talking to tons of hirers, here's something really uncomfortable. The people who get hired are never really the one that's most qualified. They're the ones that are seen by the right people at the right time. Usually, I run Founders in Motion, where I interview early stage founders every other week, but I'm equally as obsessed with helping young people get a leg up in their career. So every other Thursday, I'm sharing the career insights that I wish someone had told me when I was navigating the process earlier. So hit subscribe so you don't miss out. Okay, the lie that you were told about networking. Let's clear something up. Networking is not about doing hundreds and thousands of coffee chats that lead to nowhere. It's not about DMing thousands of people your resume. It is not about going to a bunch of networking events for the free drinks and pizzas. Real networking and distribution that matters is all about placement to the right people at the right time. It's about getting into hiring managers, founders, team leaders' eyes and ears. So applications used to be a really great channel, but now with AI and the overcrowded of people in the job market, applications become a very weak channel to get yourself seen. And that's because for one particular job, people are getting thousands and thousands of applications, not only from similar junior talent, but also from senior talent that were recently laid off, came back and wanted to do a big career change. When a job is posted online, it usually means A, they've already circulated their internal channel and figure out, hey, maybe no one's really that interested or qualified. B, they've already identified a few good candidates and want to make sure that they're not missing anyone amazing, quote unquote. Or three, they're also using it as a marketing opportunity, as it's a good signal that the company is doing well if they're hiring a lot. The analogy that I like to use is applying cold to a job application is like showing up to a party at closing hours. No one's really interested in talking to you unless you are this magnificent, amazing unicorn, which is going to be a little bit difficult if we're a bit early in our career. Maybe one day we'll get there.
Quick pause. If you're early in your career and the job hunt feels like a black hole, I've been there. This episode is sponsored by Apex Talent Partners. They work with early career talents like you and me. And they're giving us an exclusive discount. If you enroll in their internship placement program through us, you get $200 off. And if they can't line you up with an interview within 30 days, you get up to 100% refund. They also do resume, cover letter mentoring, and competency assessment, basically showing you where you are today and how to actually get the role you want. If you want real shots instead of endless applications, check the link in the description. Now, back to the video.
Let's get practical. Here are 3 distribution strategies that actually work in 2026. Number 1, warm introductions. 100,000%. No one can disagree with me on this. This is the best channel. One good intro beats 50 applications, 100 applications every time. Where could you get these warm introductions? They can come from professors, family friends, friends of friends, people you used to work for, people you used to work with. But here's the nuance that most people miss. Not all intros are created equal. An intro from someone that has had direct experience working with you is well respected by the hiring team and is someone of stature that is also just really great in that field or industry. That's going to carry a lot of weight. Okay, so how do you ask for intros? It is really awkward if you ask this incorrectly. And here's what a lot of people do. They go around, find someone that they can ask an intro for, and they say, hey, can you get me this job? That puts way too much pressure on the other person. And this person could maybe have never experienced working with you, and it's hard for them to vouch for something that they don't really understand. The way that I would personally frame this, and I've done this in the past, is you can ask them, hey, I'm looking at this opportunity. Do you know anyone that I can talk to that can help me learn more about this position and this team? Instead of asking them directly for referrals, you're asking them for feedback, for advice, for guidance. And that process of them providing you guidance, you replying and being receptive to that, that helps them understand, hey, like this person's actually like really good at taking feedback. They're actually really sharp. Maybe then I would refer them. It's a little bit backwards, but actually not asking for a referral increases your chance of getting a referral. Number 2 is direct outreach. So this is where you turn a cold connection into a warm connection. There's a difference between good cold outreach that actually get responses and people actually wanting to vouch for you, and they're just outreach that everyone ignores. Bad outreach looks like, could I have 15 minutes of your time? Attaching your resume directly. I'd love to pick your brain. And why these are bad is because you give them no context into why you're reaching out to them, why they can be helpful, how they can be helpful to you, and it seems like a waste of their time. A good outreach is short, specific, with a clear call to action. Here's one that has worked for me in the past. I recently spent time at XYZ consulting firm in APAC and looking to transition into consulting in North America. I saw you made a similar transition before. Would you be open to 15 minutes? I would love to get your take on the application process. Why that works well is because you've established that you're not a random person, so some sense of credibility in terms of you've had some experiences in the past. Secondly, very clear why this person specifically you're reaching out to. And three, clear call to action, 15 minutes to learn about the application process. The trick is people don't remember what you tell them. People remember how you make them feel. What you want to do in these conversations is you want to ask thoughtful questions, clearly showing that you're listening. And also, you want to interject your own personal experiences across your work experiences, your project experiences. If they walk away thinking that's a really great conversation and this person is very sharp, then you've done something right. Number three is all about passive distribution. An underrated one, when you constantly post on analysis, breakdowns, product teardowns, you never know who is watching your content. Then people start tagging you, thinking of you, and eventually you start chasing roles. Roles will find you. I know, this is deeply uncomfortable. I have been there. I have cringed at myself so many times, but this really is such an underrated advice. Build your personal brand online. And even in the short few months that I've done it, I've gotten reached out for random opportunities I never thought was possible. And I've gotten reached out by people across different places of the world. And that's really awesome. The most obvious platform is LinkedIn, but I've also seen a lot of success, people posting professional things via TikTok or Instagram. The biggest distribution mistake I see is people wait for this perfect moment where they're ready. But spoiler alert, you're never ready. Think about the psychology of a hiring manager. They're not looking for someone that's perfectly competent at a specific role. They're looking for someone that is on the growing trajectory in that role and has the growth potential to become someone that's exceptional and excellent in that space. So if you think about it, they're looking for that kind of work in progress as well. You'll never feel fully ready. Be vulnerable and you'll be surprised at how much people resonate with that. Your assignment this week is find 10 people in roles and in companies that you would love to work with. Reach out to them, set up 2 conversations, and learn and actively learn about that role, how to get in that role, and start to build your expertise in those opportunities. No resumes, no asking for jobs, just visibility and learning. If you're struggling to get interviews, it's not because you're bad. It's because no one knows you exist. If you've gotten anything valuable from this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any part of the new 2026 career playbook. Okay, see you in the next episode.